A major surprise has emerged in the global music scene. An old song by Suga, one of his solo releases from the period before or during his promotions as Agust, has resurfaced. What's even more astonishing is that it didn't just go viral, it broke into the top music charts in both the United States and Italy. The song wasn't re-released, didn't come with a special edition, and wasn't backed by a massive promotional campaign. Yet its resonance was so powerful that it broke through the boundaries of time, proving that honest music has no expiration date. The resurfacing track is known as one of Suga's most emotional works, infused with deeply personal lyrics typical of his style, touching on themes of loneliness, struggle, identity, and the pressures of fame. Though it was released years ago, global audiences are now only beginning to grasp the depth of its message. This marks the enduring power of music that doesn't follow trends but speaks to universal human experience. In a world filled with digital noise, this work stands as an honest and comforting presence. The peak of the surprise came when the song climbed to #1 on iTunes in the United States, a market known for its fierce competition and local artist dominance. Over 80 countries also placed the song at the top of their charts. The fact that this is an old track, resurging organically without active promotional backing from the agency, makes the achievement all the more remarkable. Many music analysts have called this one of the rarest events in the career of an Asian artist. In Europe, particularly in Italy, the impact was equally stunning. The song entered the top 5 on Italy's iTunes chart, surpassing both local and global giants like Ed Sheeran and Måneskin. Italian music outlets noted that this milestone reflects a shift in Italy's music taste, becoming more open to cross-cultural artistic expression. And Suga, with his distinctive voice and emotionally rich production, managed to break that barrier with elegance. The song's resurgence was fueled by TikTok and Instagram Reels, where emotional snippets of lyrics and clips from Suga's concert performances were used in thousands of user videos. Even non-K-pop users featured the track in content centered around healing, overcoming anxiety, and letting go. This shows that the song has now taken on a new life. It has become the soundtrack for a digital generation seeking emotional authenticity behind their phone screens. This phenomenon has opened the door for thousands of people who previously didn't know Suga as a solo artist. Countless comments on YouTube and TikTok mention, "I just found out about the song, it's been out for years." This is a rare moment when an artist experiences an unintentional re-debut of an old work. Not because their agency pushed it, but because the world discovered it on its own. And that is the highest form of validation for any artist. This isn't the first time an old BTS track or solo project has resurfaced and gone viral. However, in Suga's case, the scale of virality and chart achievement is by far the biggest of his solo career. Several Agust tracks have previously charted globally, but none have climbed as high, especially simultaneously in both the US and Italy. This demonstrates how timing, social momentum, and the emotional needs of the public can align to create an unexpected cultural moment. Major international outlets such as Billboard, NME, and the Korea Herald have covered this phenomenon. They've described Suga's song as an unexpected global climber and praised it as a perfect example of how timeless music can explode in popularity without the aid of marketing tactics. One analyst noted, "This isn't a comeback, this is resurrection by public demand." When the public chooses to discover music rather than having it served to them, that's where true power lies. Of course, the role of ARMY can't be ignored. But what makes this moment unique is that its virality wasn't organized. It didn't come from planned campaigns or coordinated streaming parties. Fans shared the song because they felt the world needed it. They didn't force the trend, they followed it naturally. And when that collective spirit unites, the result is a global surge that crosses borders effortlessly. Interestingly, the agency did not interfere or try to capitalize on the moment by re-releasing the track. There was no remix, no new music video, not even an added round of promotions. This only strengthens the perception that the song was genuinely embraced by the public. It was a pure victory of the work itself, not of strategy. For many artists, this kind of achievement means more than any chart number or industry trophy. Several acclaimed international music producers commented on the achievement on X, Twitter. They praised Suga as a visionary producer, someone who could seamlessly blend genres, cultures, and emotional layers into one cohesive composition. One Grammy-winning producer wrote, "Suga didn't just make a song, he made a time capsule. And the world just opened it." That line has since been widely quoted by fans online. The song's success isn't just numerical, it's emotional. Many people, even those who don't understand Korean, share that the song moved them to tears. Music is the universal language, and Suga proves that when emotions are honestly crafted into art, the message reaches people regardless of words. It's no surprise that netizens commented, "I don't know what the lyrics mean, but I feel every part of it." The agency has remained silent. No special announcement, no update, no official celebration. And ironically, that's what makes this phenomenon feel even more genuine. When a work rises not because of industry pressure, but because the public chooses it, Suga's artistic legitimacy becomes undeniable. This kind of recognition can't be bought or engineered. The world chose to listen again because the music deserved to live again. Suga is not just part of the K-pop wave. He is living proof that K-pop can grow, mature, and reflect. His music is no longer just teenage entertainment. It now occupies emotional space in the hearts of adults around the world. Through this rebirth of an old song, Suga shows a new direction, that K-pop can be a place for introspection, not just sensation. What's happening is more than just a viral trend. This is a historical moment. When a song written years ago finds renewed relevance in a constantly changing world, it proves that true art will always find its way. Suga didn't just write a song, he wrote an emotional footprint that is now being revived by millions. And today, the world recognizes it.